Hello, Facebook and YouTube. This video is going to be on the afterlife in my tradition and general paganism. Now, most paganism still falls under the control aspect. That is, you'd go to the underworld or you'd reincarnate. That's still fear-based. Um, the earliest ideas of the afterlife was everybody went there, rested and everything, then advanced to a higher level. Um, or simply you went to be with the deities you were the closest to. That kind of mm, hasn't really raised its head in modern paganism. If you look at Hinduism, although it accepts reincarnation, there's tons of things you can do when you're dead. Uh, you can go be a servant of your particular deities. You could be a spirit for good, in the world, stuff like that. It wasn't just one thing, one static place you went to. Um, that's been forgotten in most modern paganisms, or the rebirth of it. Um, Mostly they've accepted the Wicca idea of constant reincarnation. Uh, and reincarnation goes for the fact that, say, the flesh is still the lowest level. No, this may be one of the highest levels. Who knows? Uh, but I also don't hate the physical world. We live in the physical. Our only access to this universe that we're in right now is through a physical meat suit. Um, so this is not bad. Now just keep down your greed a little bit. But in my particular tradition, since it's a mixed tradition, you have the Egyptian idea that when you die, you go down to the underworld of Duat. There you're met by your patron deities who will escort you either to their halls. Uh, you know, Most people think Egyptian ideas were 100% your heart was weighed. No, that's the Egyptian Book of the Dead to come later. You actually normally went to the deities that you served in life, and you still had an idea, or blah, blah, blah. You still had free will, even dead. You could decide what you want to do next. Do you want to incarnate again? Do you want to become a spirit for good? Do you want to help people as an Aku or the noble dead? The Celts had the same beliefs about the dead relatives or the ancestors, that they could influence life on Earth, and everything. So, and then there's like one of my patrons is Upawat. Technically, since a little bit more warrior inclined, his children would become, well, in modern terms, hellhounds. You'd basically be spirits that would protect both the living and the dead, in particular military dead, but that was your thing in the afterlife. And it's not static. You're always changing, even in the afterlife, learning more and more. Um, One level goes to another level and another level, because we got to remember this is a multiverse, well, at least in pagan thought, although science is leaning that way. You have universes over here with the gods manifesting in those universes and in these universes. That's the big picture that paganism has forgot is, well, Hinduism has kept this, and that is there are thousands of universes untold, always infinity and blah, blah, blah. And the gods manifesting in those worlds. We may be also manifesting in those worlds too, as kind of, one lifetime. We can live in, 1,000 possibilities. But other than that, then you go to the afterlife uh, and advance more and more. It's not static, like, or you go to hell or you go to heaven. It's always changing. You're always learning, even dead. There is no perfection, so to say. You're always living or dead, advancing step by step to who knows what afterwards. But that's the basic idea. It's not static, it's always flowing. That's the way of nature. And if we look at the physical world, that's how it is, always evolving. So the spirit world must be exactly like that. So before this video gets too long, this is my basic rundown of that. Um, but yeah, and the original pagan idea before it was co-opted was everybody has an afterlife, plants, animals, everything. Um, and you don't have to go to a priest or anything to get it. It's already there. You're just transferred to one place to another and another. Um, so until the next video, bright blessings.